today I got this message. And the important bit is down the bottom. It's the game tomorrow, 4 o'clock. It's on. I don't know what to do. I suppose I could cut the grass, take out the washing, take out the rubbish. Or Home Assistant to the rescue. Let's roll the credits. Okay, so we've got 30 hours before the match starts. We need to get sorted. So things I'm going to need. Let's create a list. Skybox, kind of a media player to work that, because I've got a Skybox. Philips TV to switch that on and off and do volume and things. Going to need that. I've got a Denon AVR. I think I'm going to need that too. Broadlink Pro. I've got one of those. I've never really done anything with it, but I could use that as a backup. Nice to haves. I've got a Fire Stick in the back of the TV. Probably should add that to the list. I'll put that in nice to haves. Anything else that we need? Right. We're going to need some beer in the fridge. I'll be back.
The following day.
Right, so we've only got 8 hours to go now, but I can tick something off. So let's get this started. Okay, so before we go searching for things, let's see what we can get by default. Now I remember Philips TV's appeared on my dashboard. Okay, so it's just picked it up. Doesn't seem to be working though, but let's add it. We'll add it to Amazon Alexa too.
I found Philips TV.
Okay. It's paused and it's on. And there's a volume control. Okay, we'll leave that there. I do find that a little scary because I switch it off. I can even switch it off. Because I've put no usernames or passwords or done any pairing with this. So if anybody came into my house, they could take over my Philips TV. You said this IoT stuff was safe. Oh yeah, that was me, wasn't it? Right, so Philips TV, let's see what else we can find. Quick tick that off. Yep. So settings, devices and services, Bluetooth proxy, brother printer, Denon AV, add. Please confirm adding the receiver. Okay, and that's in the living room. Finish. Can I configure anything? No, it all looks fine. Let's go back here. So working our way down. Android TV remote. Maybe, but not now. Broadlink Pro. It's in Chinese. Let's click add for that. What do we want to call it? Although that's really nice, I don't think I should call it that. I'm going to call it Broadlink. And that's in the living room as well. Okay. Right. bit concerned that Philips TV doesn't appear as a device anyway. But right, so we've got TV, we've got Broadlink Pro, we've got the Denon. Right, we're going to have to go and find something for the Skybox. So I'll just pause the video and we're going to try and figure out whether there's a HACS add-on for it or whether I'm going to have to use Broadlink Pro to do it. Okay, after going around in circles for a little bit, I found that I'm going blind. Home Assistant SkyQ Media Player, that's what I want. Click. Download. I might as well download the latest version. Oh, it's found some more devices. Restart required by HACS. So let's do that. Click submit. Finish. And I'll speed this bit up. Okay, we're started again. So if I go into devices and services, click add integration and type in SkyQ. Right, it wants to know the IP address of my Skybox. So I'll just pause while I go and find that. Okay, we'll paste that in there and click submit. Oh, it just wants an IP address. Okay, and that's in the living room as well. Finish. Okay, that's something else set up there. So, quick recap. Philips TV, tick. Skybox, tick. Denon AV, tick. Broadlink Pro, tick. Beer for the fridge, tick, tick. Fire stick control, we'll save that for later. Cross that one out. Right, so we've got these all installed. We now need to set them all up. Right, this is Martin from the future. We need to have a plan here. So you need to work out what buttons you actually need and what they'll do. You then need to actually code the buttons and test them and make sure it happens. So do that first. Okay, Martin from the future, I'll do that. So I need to come up with what I actually want, set that up, and then make it work. I'll do that then. So back to coding. So being organised and doing what Future Martin said, I've kind of written all the controls and then given them all a number. So mute, volume up, volume down, channel down, pause Sky, play Sky, BBC One, Sky Sports, Prime TV, Netflix, YouTube, buttons up, down, left, right. What else do we need? Oh, I know what we need. We need on and off. I'll put them in kind of tens, but I've just thought of something else as well. 85, we're going to need to select. So we've got up, down, left, right, but we're going to need to make it happen. Okay, I'm going to put an 87 Sky TV guide. Right, so I've got all those. What I now need to do is create a dashboard. So we'll save that again and we'll create a dashboard. Okay, it's just dawned on me a little while ago that I need to do this on my live system. So I've swapped over that. I've done all the installs again and we're kind of nearly ready to do the setup. So I'm going to create a dashboard. So into settings, into dashboards. In my live system I've got lots of dashboards because I like making a mess. So I'm going to create a new one. So add to dashboard, create a new dashboard from scratch. I'm going to call it TV, and the icon is going to be a, not a YV, it's going to be a TV. Ooh, which one should we have? That one. It's going to be called that. I'm going to make it available to everyone and then click OK. So that's the dashboard created. So the other thing we need to create is a helper. So I'm going to go into helpers. I'll get rid of my define helpers so you don't need to see them. I'm going to create helper, and I get a list, and I'm looking for a number. There it is, and I'm going to call it TV number, and we might as well set it to a TV again, and 0 to 100. Yeah, that's fine, and a slider is fine too. Is it? I think we need to have input field. We'll come back to that. Create. So we've got TV number in there. I've got my new dashboard, which has got nothing at all on it. So we want to create a new section. So let's create a new section, and I want to create a button. Now I'm going to go to my list now. What have I done with my list? Let's bring my list back to the screen. Right, so I've got Home Assistant and I've got my list. So I need to work out what I'm actually doing. So the button is going to be called mute, and it's going to have an icon of mute volume. I don't want to show the state. I don't want to show the state. I don't want to show the name, but I do want to show the icon, and it's going to perform an action, and the action is going to be number set, and the target is going to be TV number, and the value I'm going to give mute, looking over here, is 5. So we'll click save, and we've got a mute button. It's not doing anything yet, but it's there. Right, I'm going to stop again for a sec. Okay, so let's add another button. So plus, it's going to be a button. It's not having an entity. Did I do that on the last one? Can't remember. Volume up, and the icon is going to be volume plus. And I don't want to show the name, but I do want to show the icon. It's going to perform an action, and the action is going to be set number. Not set counter. Oh, have I missed it? Number set. And the target is going to be... Oh, I picked the wrong thing, haven't I? Set. number set, and volume up is 10. And I'm going to choose an entity. Why is it not showing? It's just dawned on me, I could make this so much easier for anybody that's trying to follow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the codes in a document that you can download. If you put "help me" in a comment below, and I'll send you a link so you can download it. Input number set. Alright. Button. The name is volume up. It's going to be a plus. We don't want lounge. The behavior is perform action. The action is input. Input number set, and then the entity is TV number, and the target for volume plus is 10. Save. Oh, I've done it wrong again. Edit. I don't want to show the name. Save. Right, so we'll do volume minus, and then I'll stop recording, because watching me doing this isn't going to be that exciting. So, volume down, and the icon is going to be volume minus, and I don't want to show the name, but I do want to show the icon. The behavior is perform action, and the action is input number set, and we want to set the volume to 15. Choose an entity, TV number, click save, and we've got 3. So by the magic of the internet, and to stop you getting bored out of your mind, all of a sudden this will get done. Right, as you can see, it's kind of all set up. There's one thing that I will add just to kind of prove things. If we go in here and by entity add TV dash number, continue, add to dashboard, click done. So then what we can do is we can kind of test it. You can see it's changing all those numbers. I've done some code there. Right, so we've got all those set up. We're going to need this still, but we now need to look at actually making some of this happen. So that's going to be in automations. And we need to look at each of these individual things. So if we make this full screen, and we go to settings, devices and services, no, automations and scenes, and these are all the automations that are kind of set up. Okay, so we need to create a automation to make stuff happen, because you've got the TV number which changes whenever those buttons are pressed. So I'm in settings and the automation settings, and I want to create a new automation, and I haven't got a template to follow, so I'm just going to create a new one. So the trigger's going to be when an entity changes state, and the entity is TV number, and we want it to know when it changes state, full stop. So that's all we really need to put in there. So I'm going to press save on that, and I'm going to call this control-tv. We'll add an area, living room. We'll add a description. Controls the TV equipment when TV dash number is changed. Click save. Okay, so we've got that in place. What we then need to do is add a building box, and we're going to use choose. So the first condition, we'll add a condition, is going to be an entity state, and the entity is TV dash number. When it goes to state 5, we want to add an action. Right, so we've got the Philips TV, and my TV uses the there's a special name for it, but when you change the control on the TV, it changes the control everywhere, changes the volume everywhere. So it's let's try spelling media right. And what have we got here? Media player set volume. Have we got a mute? Or do we need to set the volume to 0? Media player set volume. Level 0. Choose device. Philips TV, click save. So we've got the first kind of setup here. Now I'm gonna make life easy for myself so I can know what's what. So if I go here and go rename, and I'm going to change it to TV number equals 5, which equals mute. Submit. Okay, and we can kind of shrink that down so it doesn't make so complicated. Add option. Add condition. Entity state. TV dash number. TV number, and the state for volume up is 10. I want to add an action. Media volume turn up. Choose device. Philips TV. Click save. TV dash number, number equals 10 equals volume up. Submit. I can hide that. I can hide all that. So we're back down to having 2 again. I'm going to press save. Add option. Add condition. Entity. State. TV dash number. State is going to be 50. Add action. Media. Volume down. Save. Just change this to being TV dash number equals 15 equals volume down. Submit, save, close these down. Close that one down as well, and close that. Okay, so channel up and channel down are going to need to be done on the skybox, so it will be very similar. Add condition, entity, state, TV dash number, state of 20, save, add action, media, right. Oh, it's not a channel up. See if there's one there. No, there isn't. So we're going to have to do it a slightly different way. Oh, come all the way out. Sky. Media. It's not that. Right. Okay, I can't see how to add a channel going up or down easily, so let's go and look at the documentation. So I've gone to the GitHub site, I did a Google search and I found it. Okay, so it's got SkyQ documentation, so that's what I want to do. Buttons. Alright, so there's a channel, lots of buttons. There's a channel up and a channel down, and there's select. We're going to need that for later on. And we need to do, it showed us in YAML, but it's media player play media, and the content type is SkyQ, and the media ID is the name of the button. So we'll remember that. Let's go back here. So we want to add an action. Media play media, and the device is going to be SkyQ, and the contact ID was channel, I can't remember, was it all lowercase? Yeah, channel up, and the content type, I've forgotten that as well, was SkyQ in lowercase. SkyQ. We'll press save on that. We'll close this down, and we will change this to being TV dash number equals 20 equals Sky channel up. Submit. Okay, so I've got all these. We'll just highlight the ones that I've done. Okay, now these are all going to be buttons. These are all going to be buttons. Select is going to be a button, and TV guide is going to be a button. The ones that will be a little bit more complicated, definitely on and off, because we'll have to switch them multiple things on and off. I'm not sure about the channels or the pause. I'll kind of have to investigate them. So what I'm going to do, instead of you watching me type these all in, I'm going to stop now and presume that you know what you're doing, and we'll come back using the magic of video when I've got the majority of this done. I'll leave any hard bits like the TV on and off, and we'll do them together. So, magic of TV. Right, I'm still getting, not long to go now. I found that BBC One and Sky Sports is done by using buttons. So you press back up and then you press the number of the channel. So let's just show you that. So 45 is Sky Sports, Sky Q, back up 961, which isn't Sky Sports because I'm just about to show you the other thing. It should be 400. Save. Right, so the other thing I found you can do, because these commands are all the same, you can go, click, duplicate, and you get a new one. So I can go in here and go rename, and it's not TV number 45, TV dash number equals 50 equals prime. Submit and expand it out. Need to change this. $50. Right. I haven't figured out how to change to the apps and things yet, so we're just going to disable that for now. But this is making it so much quicker because I can then just keep pressing save. We can rename this one. So I'm putting them all in. TV dash number equals 55, which equals Netflix. Submit. Expand it out a bit. Oh, I've got myself confused now. I need to shrink some things down. Oh, look what I've done. Right, let's delete that. And that. Right, so we've got Sky Squats. I want to add an option. Duplicate. Okay, and I want to rename this, and it's called TV dash number equals 50 equals prime. Submit. Okay, expand that out. This needs to be 50 and this needs to be prime, and I don't have an action for this one either, so we'll disable that. Save. So working my way down, I'll finish all these and then I'll come back to you with a test. Okay, I've kind of done quite a bit more. I've had a little bit of a tidy up and thought of some more buttons that I should have added, and I've added them to my Excel file back and Sky Guide and things like that. I've been through, I made some stupid mistakes, as in I had a couple of buttons that were doing the same number. I've kind of sorted all that out. One thing I will show, if you're feeling brave, you can go in top right and click Manage Raw Configuration. Now this is a little scary because it's all in YAML, but you can see TV heading, perform action, set value 5, and then I've got set value 10, and then I've got 30, and then I've got 20, and then I've got 6, and you can kind of go through and you can work out what they're all doing. So you can kind of see what's there. If you're feeling really clever, I think I didn't point out you've got the name, so play is 25. Click. 25. It's channel down. No, play is 35. Let's do it the right way round. Okay, so we've got that information set up. You can edit in here. You have to be very brave to do it because you get it out of line and it goes error, error, error. But if you want to, so that's that side done. The other thing I've done is the other side of things. So in settings, automations and scenes, I've got my control TV thing. I've got 22 actions. Now there's one big mistake that I've made. Now what you have to do is the TV number helper is what's called a real, which means it has decimal places. So what you have to do is, instead of putting straight 5, you have to put 5.0 in and 10.0. That's kind of the only change you have to do. I've added in, as you can see, descriptions on all of these. I've got numbers for them all. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea or not, because if you go in here, and you need to be careful and kind of make sure the numbers are the same. So that's just text. So if I expand this out, see it is 50. I just haven't changed it in the right place. So not sure this is quite the good idea that I thought it was, because you have to change so many things. But it does work and it's kind of there. The other thing I've done is I've added the on and off buttons. So they actually do I've added a right key on Sky, I'm not sure why. they actually do turn on Sky Q, my Denon and the Philips TV, and the off button. I'm going to delete that right key. I've been copying things. Let's just show you what I've been doing. Let's delete that one. So what I've actually been doing is clicking here and going duplicate, because then you can kind of get exact copies of things. So for the off, again, I've got that same thing. So let's delete this. And for off, I've picked media player, turn off, Sky Q, and all the things. Okay, so I've got all that in there. Let's collapse all these down so it's easier to see. The last thing I did, only because when I was testing, was after it's done all these things, I set the number back to 0. That's because if you're doing something like increasing the volume, you're pressing the same number, so it's putting 55555, and it never changes. But at the top here, when TV number changes state, if it never changes, it never changes state. Okay, that's the review there. I'm going to go and test it, and I'll film that so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm recording the screen and you can see my TV. So let's press the on button. Seems to be working.
Is a really high pitch
Okay, so I've got the TV on. This is going to get interesting very quickly, because to stop a copyright strike, I'm going to have to stop things and fiddle around with things and not show you the screen. But I'll do what I can. So the first thing I'm going to do is press the mute button so we don't get any of the sound.
The inspiration for this technology comes from people.
Oh no, the mute button's not working.
To combine the senses.
Yes, it is. Okay, so we're muted. If I pick Sky Sports, okay, so you can see it going to Sky Sports, and we'll quickly go back to BBC One. Okay. I'm going to press pause, and it's paused. I'm going to press play, and it's gone back and played. I'm going to press channel up. That's BBC Two, and that's ITV. I'm going to go to the guide. Let's go down and across to TV guide. All channels. Okay, and going down again. Oh, let's find True Blood. It's a bit slow on the responsives, but it is moving. Okay. Oh no, Top Gear. Let's pick Top Gear. And one more. Select. Looks like Top Gear. If I press select again, there we go, we're full screen. Last thing, I'll just switch the sound back on. There you go.
The result is 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. And
okay, and the last button to press is the off button. Not sure I got that. Let's just try that again. And the TV has switched itself off. Right. It's all working, so I should be able to watch the football match in a bit. But there's something else I'm going to do that I think will be really cool and might mean that I won't have to obey She Who Must Be Obeyed. We go to voice assistants and expose. and I look for TV. Oh no, it's not in there, is it? Oh. If I go to settings, devices and services, helpers, find my TV number, go on to properties, voice assistants, and expose to Amazon Alexa and Assist, I might as well. Just make sure that's taken that. It has. And then I need to say, Alexa, discover new devices.
Starting discovery. This will take a few moments. Turn on your new devices now, and if needed, put them in pairing mode.
Right, that should discover TV-number.
I couldn't find any new smart home devices. You can try again. Or, if you need help connecting, tap help in the device section of the Alexa app.
It might have just added it. So I'm going into the Alexa app. I'm going into more. I'm going to create a routine, which is going to be a new routine. When an event happens, voice, TV on. Add another phrase, switch the TV on. Next. Alexa will change.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
TV number to 90. Next. Save. Alexa, switch on the TV.
Okay. Tilt that and then lift the whole like so. Now this works well and very easily in the world of TV. But in the real...
Right, 10 minutes to go and I'm all ready to watch the match. I'm hoping this video will mean that you can set up your own TV with Home Assistant and Alexa. Remember, put in the comments, help me! And I'll try and send you the template that you can make life easier for yourself. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, unless you want to watch this one. See you on the next one.